Yá'át'ééh, good morning everyone. Welcome to the 46th Annual Miss and Mr. Indigenous ASU Pageant. Yá'át'ééh shikedo shidane'e she twitter chitni nishle biligana bashichin ashin dashiche biligana dashin nali she Esther Nystrom yinishyé. My name is Esther Nystrom and I will be your MC for today. I am honored to be your mistress of ceremonies today as we celebrate the strength, culture, and leadership of our Indigenous students here at Arizona State University. The pageant is more than just a friendly competition as they work for these titles. It is a platform for our contestants to share their stories, showcase their culture, and express their commitment to serving as goodwill ambassadors for the Indigenous student community at ASU. We are excited to witness their passion, talents, and vision for this upcoming year. Now we'll do the invocation. Former Miss Indigenous ASU 22-23, Sadiyah Yazzie.
Dona ira hipiki iuhana chante washe na bechu zapishto chante washe wihemie ihankwa oyate na miniwaka oyate na shinaga oyate himacha wazi ahaha imataha na lana akamarata na bipash makocha elwati ihani washe. Good morning my relatives. My name is Chante Zephyr. My full name is Chante Washnui, which translates to good-hearted woman in the Lakota language. I come from the Ihanktoa Dakota people. We're from the eastern side of South Dakota. And I'm also Diné as well. I'm Kaitlyn, born for the Dakota people. On my Navajo side, I come from Logan, Arizona. And I was asked today by our Miss Indigenous ASU, Monica, to provide a prayer to get us started. I just want to say I'm so proud of the court for the amazing work that they've done this year. I feel like they've really done an amazing job at showing how unique and diverse and talented and passionate Indigenous people are. So we can just give a round of applause for their work. I recently heard a quote from a gentleman who had gone through the boarding school system, and he said that when his language was being taken from him as a young boy, he really struggled with learning how to pray later on in life because he could only pray in English. And so, as someone who's continuously trying to reclaim my language and learn to speak fluently, my way of prayer has always been through song, because it's in our Lakota language, and that's what our spirits, that's what Creator understands. So I'm going to share a song with you all. It's an encouragement song to encourage all of our contestants who are going to be vying for this title today. Encourage them to be strong, stand in their voice, stand in their platform, and of course an encouragement song for our outgoing royalty to continue to do amazing work in our communities. So if you'd like to stand, you may. If you'd like to sit, that's totally all right too.
just beautiful. I feel I'm in the right place at the right time. Don't you feel blessed this morning? All right. So before we begin, I want to take a moment to thank those who have made this event possible. First, a heartfelt thank you to our sponsors who generously allows us to continue this important tradition. So first, the Honorable Jacob Moore, the families of Miss Indigenous ASU, the families of Mr. Indigenous ASU, the 2425 MMI ASU Royalty Court, Daimi Designs, Can't Fail Designs, Cassie Mike, our ASU student volunteers, the Office of American Indian Initiatives, the Forward family. We would like to extend our deepest gratitude to you, the families, friends, and supporters who have encouraged and uplifted our contestants throughout their journey. Your support is invaluable, and we are grateful to have you here today. So, let's begin. Let's meet our contestants. Each of them will walk across the stage and model their business attire. Their portion of the competition highlights their confidence, presence, and professional image as future leaders. They will then share their traditional introduction with us. All right, Tonana Ben. Today, Tonana is wearing a modern business suit with a Western twist. Tonana wears her cowboy boots to show the meaning that she means business. Pairing her boots with black slacks with ribbons and the bottom that symbolizes her ASU Sun Devil spirit. Going up the outfit, Tonana is wearing a black blazer with a white blouse completed with her squash blossom. Her outfit can be worn for professional events and NFR.
Thank you. Yá'át'ééh benosh edosh l'ne'eh adosh as tweedosh sani Arnold so adonet nishlanagi tohaglini nishla yedene tachini bashichin nelda dene tachini dash che ado kikuchini dash nella sheyat nana ben yinishyé nadina ke shinahai shama Brenla Gilmer will yet do to chimito de naga adosh dro ben will yet tonalihi de naga akut ad neche can't do bila ashla nishle Adosh Arizona State University da yinishyé ada biomedical sciences ba yinishyé she Labriola National American Indian Data Center nagnish the library aid nishle Ada nakadamildo ba anadin ashkado nakadamildo ba anadin hastan Arizona State University na heche can nishle kare bilaganik ache hadidze. Hello everyone, good morning. My name is Tonana Ben. I am Water Flows Together Clan born for the Red people writing into the Water Clan. My maternal grandfather is of the Ute people writing into the Water Clan, and my paternal grandfather is of the Red House Clan. And that is how I identify myself as a young Navajo woman and a five-fingered being. I am the proud 22-year-old daughter of Brenla Gilmore and Gerald Ben, and I come from the communities of Chochimito and Tonalea, Arizona, located on the Navajo Nation in northern Arizona. I'm also a student here at Arizona State University studying biomedical sciences, and what I want to do with that is pursue a career in genetic research. So all genetics is why we might have brown hair over blonde hair, why we may look like one parent more than the other. However, I want to focus more on the healthcare aspect of our genetics. As we may know, Native Americans are more susceptible to hereditary diseases such as diabetes, high blood pressure. However, instead of doing research to repeat the statistics to Native Americans, I actually want to bring down these statistics in order to work for better healthcare for future generations to come. So those are some of my personal goals. I'm also a student worker here at the Labriola National American Indian Data Center. We're located on the second floor of the Hayden Library. And I'm a contestant for this year's Miss Indigenous at ASU 2025-2026. And my platform is promoting our cultural resilience and balance in a Western world. So that's just a little bit about me. And I want to thank everyone for coming out here, for coming out to supporting myself and the fellow contestants. Thank you to our lovely judges for spending the afternoon with us. I hope you guys all enjoy the rest of the program. Thank you everyone, take care.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Tonana. Next, we have Kaitlyn Yazzie. Kaitlyn takes stage, embodying her unique style as an Indigenous designer with her impeccable eye for fashion and heritage. She steps forward in a contoured beige organza button-up top, the fabric flowing gracefully with each movement and its puffed sleeves, highlighting her signature touch, elevating traditional design with a contemporary flair. Paired with sleek black slacks and polished black heels, Kaitlyn balances elegance and practicality, seamlessly blending comfort and high fashion. Her jewelry tells a personal story, a necklace passed down from her maternal grandfather, a tangible connection with her roots, rests delicately around her neck. Her earrings and bracelet from her aunt further honor the strong, influential women in her life, creating perfect harmony between fashion and family elegance. Every element of this outfit is a reflection of Kaitlyn's distinctive vision, an ode to her heritage, her craft, and her future in the world of fashion.
Yá'át'ééh shikado shidana sha'é Kaitlyn Yazzie yinishyé. Nakadina inishly, Twitchini bashishin, Twitchini dashiche, Ado nanis edukachini dashana, sha'é nadina fashinache. Nakadid or Akashi de nasha. Shema do shije April do Andrew Yazzie wilya. Shideja ashla et. Shideja Ashley do Bella do Elizabeth do Alexandria do Abby Dahlia. Shamasana Laverna Wanika, do Shiche Alvin Marshall Sr. Willia. Chanela Etsa, do Chanela Hestine Teresa, do Arnold Yazzie Sr. Willia. Akutego Dina Etsan initially. Good morning, everyone. It's so nice to see you all, and my name is Kaitlyn Yazzie. I am the 21-year-old daughter of Andrew and April Yazzie. I am the Mexican clan born for the Bitterwater clan. My maternal grandfather's clan is Bitterwater, and my paternal grandfather's clan is a charcoal-streaked red running into the water clan. I am a first-generation college student and a third-year student studying fashion design at the Fashion Institute for Design and Merchandising in the downtown Phoenix campus. I am also a transfer student from Mesa Community College, where I graduated in the spring of 2024 with my Associate's in Arts degree with an emphasis in fashion design. With my bachelor's degree, I would like to encourage Indigenous representation within the fashion industry, and whether that be by creating my own luxury business and affordable clothing brands, and being an advocate for a more sustainable fashion industry, and encourage Indigenous designs be made by Indigenous artists. My platform is to empower Indigenous students through cultural resiliency and education. I am not only a role model to my sisters, but to other Indigenous students that you can do anything you put your mind to. And that by earning an education and being culturally resilient, you are able to thrive in the world that we live in today. Yeah.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Yes. Oh. And coming up, we have Adriana Pete. Please welcome. Adriana is proudly representing her future profession in education with her business attire this evening. She is wearing classic black slacks paired with a black blazer, a look that reflects professionalism in her field. She's also wearing a beautiful squash blossom necklace, a cherished gift from her Shimasane Eloise Johnson. To complement her necklace, Adriana is wearing sterling silver earrings and 2 matching bracelets, gifted to her by her Shima, Natalia Pete. Each piece she wears tonight holds special meaning and reflects the love and support of the strong women in her life.
Yá'át'ééh shikado shidana Adriana Pete yinishyé sanok bethinishly, the Bethlehem bashichin, the Logan dashiche, Torachini dashanella, Yá'át'ééh gotsake initially. Shamado Shaje, Adrian Pete, or Natalia Pete, Early Childhood Education, D. English Taught. Hello everybody, my name is Adriana Pete, and I am from the Sleeping Rock clan, and I am born for the Bethlehem clan. And my maternal grandfather is Bilagana, and my maternal grandfather is the Tangle clan. Thank you so much for coming today. My platform is in empowering Indigenous educators and uplifting or cultivating Indigenous students within the classroom. I am from Twin Lakes, New Mexico, and I am proudly standing here to advocate for Indigenous educators. And thank you so much for coming to support me, the other contestants that are running. Arnold Sol.
Richard, we need to talk more because that's where my family's from too. Twin Lakes, New Mexico. Yep, she could be my Naj. And next we have Laurelyn Yazzie. Beautiful, absolutely jeune. For her business attire, she's wearing a green skirt, black tank top, and black blazer. For her blazer and skirt are from her grandma. While she was visiting her this spring break, she asked if she could borrow her grandma's attire. Wearing her jewelry and clothes always reminds her that she's not alone. She has grown up enough to fit her clothes not just physically, but mentally. Rather than playing dress up in her room, daydreaming about the woman who she will grow up to be, she is becoming that woman she wants to be.
Yá'át'ééh, Sadiyah Yazzie, yinishyé, Arizona State University, Film and Media Production, Tsosie, American Indian Studies, Yá'át'ééh, Literature Hill, Orlando Yazzie, Yá'át'ééh, Literature Hill, John Trujillo, Janella Aston, Karina Yazzie, Janella Husteen, Jonathan Yazzie, Hello everybody, my name is Sadiyah Yazzie. I am from the Bitterwater clan, born for the Tarn House People clan. My maternal grandfather is from the Tonana clan, and my paternal grandfather is from the Red House People clan. I'm from Tonana, Arizona, where the Baton Rouge area is, and I currently live in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm 19 years old. I am a first year at Arizona State University. I'm also minoring in American Indian Studies, and my mom and dad's name is Lenore Trujillo, and my dad's name is Orlando Yazzie. My grandparents' name is Nora and John Trujillo. And my Nelly woman's name is Karina Yazzie, and my Nelly man's name is Jonathan Yazzie, who I'm all representing here today, this morning. Thank you guys for allowing me to introduce myself to you, and for the wonderful work that the administration has put into it, as well as our student volunteers. Thank you to all the royalty who came out this morning. You all look so very beautiful. My reign is to remake sure our ideologies and practices towards decolonization. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We are all working on decolonizing. And next, I want to introduce to you a very handsome young man who's going to lead us in the way, Deshaun Delgado. Deshaun is wearing black dress shoes with black dress slacks. He is wearing a black dress shirt with a bolo tie around his collar. The bolo tie was made and gifted to him by his older sister, Brooke Warren. Over the dress shirt, he wears a red and black Pendleton vest, which was purchased at a store called Navajo Spirit in Gallup, New Mexico, for his high school graduation. The dark gray blazer Deshaun is wearing was worn for his high school prom. Finally, he is wearing turquoise stud earrings, which were purchased from Navajo Arts and Crafts in Window Rock, Arizona.
Yá'át'ééh bene, shoutout shoutout, shoutout shoutout yinishyé, touchy yinishyé, tabahaye bashichin, ruchini dashiche, sinjikine dashinale, shoutout na sha, shoutout na dance la shanache, shama doshije Sandra do Patrick Delgawoye, Sadiyah Brookmore Moye, Shania Tyre Delgawoye, do Shadej Brandy Delgawoye, Shamasane Florence Jesus Woye, do Shiche Sandoval Jesus Woyente, do Shanala Adza Nelly Gilmore Woye, do Shanala Hastin Ray Gilmore Woye, Applied Business and Technology Solutions by Ishta, WP Carey School of Business by Ishta. Yá'át'ééh Hastin Ishne. Hello, good morning everybody. My name is Deshaun Delgai. I am born for the Red Running Into Water clan, and my paternal clan is Water's Edge clan. My maternal grandfather's clan is Bitterwater, and my paternal grandfather's clan is Honeycomb Rock. I am 21 years old, and I am from St. Michael's, Arizona, located on the Navajo Reservation. My mother and my father are Sandra and Patrick Delgai. My older sister is Brooke Morin, and my older brother is Tyree Delgai, and my younger sister is Brandy Delgai. With me today I have my grandmother, Florence Jesus, and my late grandfather is Sandoval Jesus. My paternal grandmother is Nellie Gilmore, and my paternal grandfather is Ray Gilmore. I am on my third year here at Arizona State University. I am studying Applied Business and Technology Solutions on the Polytech campus. With my major, I plan to bring efficient technology and a specialization in telecommunication to the reservations and homes who are unfortunate to not have the appropriate technological advances. And yeah, those are all make me a Navajo man. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, dear Sean. And next up we have Logan Logg. Logan enters. All right, let's welcome Logan, please. Logan enters wearing a sleek black jacket and pants, a crisp dress shirt, a black tie, and a polished black dress shoes. A classic look with quiet power and precision, known for his calm demeanor, grounded presence, and thoughtful leadership. Logan is someone who leads not with volume, but with intention. His favorite superhero is Batman, not just for the suit, but for the values he represents. Quiet strength, resilience, and doing the right thing, even when no one is watching. Tonight, Logan walks with confidence, not just in how he looks, but in how he is and what he stands for.
Yeah, she can also know. To also she able to understand. To not can it, but she Kaitlyn does she go to she does another. Logan Logg yinishyé, Yá'át'ééh then Asha. I was going to run. Shama she woye to she Jason woye. With her just cold woye. Akishin negle. Shama Sunny David Stanley woye and to she John Stanley Jr. woye and Shanali Zan a Babu Nico woye to Shanali has teen a J Log woye and she Arizona State University in his top. Supposedly bar in his top. Nadi not case naha. I could take out in his teen. Hello everybody, my name is Logan Logg. My mother's clan is Fallen Orange people, and my father's clan is Roman people. And my maternal grandfather's clan is Red House people, and my paternal grandfather's clan is Bitterwater. I'm from Cane Valley, Arizona, but I live here in the Phoenix metropolitan area. My mother's name is Sherry, and my father's name is Jason Logg. I also have a younger brother named Cole Logg, and we are twins. And my maternal grandmother's name is Daisy Stanley, and my maternal grandfather's name is John Stanley Jr. My paternal grandmother's name is Barbara Monica, and my paternal grandfather's name is J Logg. And right now, I'm a third-year civil engineering student here at Arizona State University with a passion to specialize in transportation engineering so I can provide proper infrastructure that is lacking within the Navajo Nation. And my platform today is going to be encouraging grace and responsibility.
Wonderful. Thank you, Logan. Yeah, thank you. And now, we're going to give a moment for our judges. Once you are hiring and active community members involved in this year's pageant. Each were chosen due to their active relationship with ASU and their leadership within the ASU and tribal communities. Our first judge is Alex Soto. If you can please just raise your hand. Alex is the director of Labriola National American Indian Data Center at ASU Library, and he is a citizen of the Tonana O'odham Nation. Our second judge is Charity Johnson. Charity is Miss White Mountain Apache, and she holds an Associate of Arts degree in Early Childhood Education from Northern Pioneer College, and plans to pursue a master's degree in the future. Yeah, thank you, Charity. Our third judge is Sadiyah King. Sadiyah is a 23-year-old daughter of Kaitlyn King and Cindy Claw King. Sadiyah is an undergraduate student here at Arizona State University, where she is a double major in mathematics and American Indian Studies. Yeah, thank you, Sadiyah. Our fourth judge is Governor Stephen Lewis. Mr. Lewis is the proud son of his late father, Rodney Lewis, and mother, Willardine Lewis. He is a graduate of Arizona State University and former student at Harvard's Kennedy School. He is now serving his third term as governor for the Gila River Indian Community. Our fifth judge is Shante Zephyr. Shante is an Ahomtoa, Dakota, and Dene woman. She earned her bachelor's in secondary education from Arizona State University. She is the former Miss Indigenous ASU 22-23, where she focused on uplifting Indigenous women through Indigenous femininity. Today, Shante is a prevention specialist with the Phoenix Indian Center. Welcome. Our tabulators are Ethan Ticini, Chief Operating Officer of the Native American Business Organization, and Hannah Nakden. Oh my goodness, Hannah, I'm so sorry. Yeah, Hannah Nakden. Thank you. Our former Miss Indigenous ASU 23-24. Lastly, our timekeeper is Jalen James, who just voted Vice President of the American Indian Studies and Engineering Society chapter at ASU. Jalen. All right, here we go. Traditional attire and oral platform. We will now move into one of the most meaningful portions of the pageant, traditional wear and oral platform presentations. Each contestant will model their traditional attire, sharing their deep cultural significance behind the design, colors, and symbols they have chosen to wear. Afterwards, they will deliver a speech about the platform they wish to promote throughout the year if crowned Miss or Mr. Indigenous ASU. And that is when you are crowned, correct? Okay, and so now we have coming to the stage Tonana Ben. Tonana's dress was inspired by wives of settlers after the tragic period of the Long Walk. From the bottom of her outfit, Tonana's connection to Mother Earth is her moccasins. These wrap-around moccasins are traditionally worn by Navajo women, with the white sole representing Father Sky and the top red part presenting Mother Earth. The wrap is made out of buckskin and represents the rainbow. Tonana wears a gold satin skirt matched with a velvet top. Her top is adorned with conchos that showcase an older style when women would decorate their tops with coins. A sash belt with intricate designs that represents the universe and strings that symbolize female rain clutches to Tonana's waist that shows she is a woman. This belt is also used when women give birth. Tonana's turquoise jewelry is her protection, but also allows her to be seen by her Navajo deities. Her most important part of her outfit is her hair, which is wrapped in a traditional Navajo bun. Tonana's memories and thoughts are tied in a bun wrapped in her hair tie that represents the sun's rays. This outfit can be worn in ceremonies and special events as Tonana continues to walk in beauty.
Thank you. Yá'át'ééh, hello again. My name is Tonana Ben, and if I'm honored with the title of Miss Indigenous at ASU, my platform will focus on promoting our cultural resilience and balance in a Western world. This is deeply important to me because in my Diné culture, I was raised with the teachings of K'éh, our kinship system. K'éh is more than a concept. It guides us through our language, the Hizad. It shapes our identity, Attendant and Kaitlyn. As Navajo people, we are first introduced to K'éh through our clan system, learning how we are connected and why those connections matter. These teachings are the foundation of who I am, and I carry them with me in everything I do. When I reflect on this, I think of our elders, our ancestors, and those who walked before us, who prayed and sacrificed so that way we could be here today. As Indigenous college students, we are living proof of their dreams. We continue to strive, to overcome, and to thrive in institutions that were never built for us, but are continuing to be transformed by us. Here at ASU, a lot of our Indigenous students are away from their homes, far from the people and places who make them feel rooted. I've experienced this myself, but I found my community here at ASU through Navajo bingo nights, Navajo language classes, and just moments spent with other members of my tribal community. Still, I feel that every Indigenous student from all tribal communities deserves to feel that special connection. I've been privileged to not only grow as a student of academia, but as a student of my culture as well. With my platform for balancing or promoting cultural resilience and balance in a Western world, I think of how we're able to promote it across all Indigenous students from all campuses. I want to ensure that we bring in seamstresses in order to show how to make traditional clothing, or being able to host more language nights, whether it's in Hopi, O'odham, Apache, or any other beautiful languages. It's ensuring that we have a space for all of our relatives, no matter which tribal community they come from. Even hosting a chicken scratch night for our O'odham relatives, because I know you guys all love to dance. Looking at you, Governor Lewis. Anyways, but I appreciate all of the students here on campus that make us such a diverse culture. No matter which tribal community or background that we come from, I strive to maintain that cultural resiliency amongst all of our Indigenous peers. Our Indigenous culture is very heavily tied with the people that we are today. Our ancestors have strived for so long and survived and prayed. We can't let that culture go to waste from all these generations past assimilation. We need to be able to break those barriers past colonial barriers and being able to strive and succeed as Native students. And to bring the success home, we must be able to walk in two worlds, with strength, with pride, and with courage. That is what my platform stands for, and if selected as Miss Indigenous at ASU, I will ensure that all students feel seen, supported, heard, and celebrated, honoring our traditions, and ensure that all students are cared for. Thank you everyone, take care.
Beautiful, thank you, Tonana. And next we have Kaitlyn Yazzie. Today, Kaitlyn honors her heritage by wearing a traditional Diné outfit. Her outfit described is from the ground up, and this is the way we bless ourselves. At her feet, Kaitlyn wears Diné wrap moccasins. The sole of the moccasins represent Father Sky, reminding us of the blessings from above. The red part of the moccasin symbolizes Mother Earth, grounding Kaitlyn in her ancestral connection to the land. The wrapped leggings represent the beauty of rainbows and sunbeams. Next, Kaitlyn wears a rub dress. The red steps along the top and bottom of the dress represent the clouds and mountains, while the lines represent the steps, represents the sunbeams that bring life. Tied around her waist is a sash belt, which symbolizes the universe itself. The zigzag patterns on the belt represent the mountains, while the fringe on the side represents female rain. This belt is a tool for women and signifies womanhood. Kaitlyn has chosen to wear a squash blossom necklace representing the stages of life. Each bloom symbolizes the growth and transformation. Paired with earrings and a bracelet from her aunt, the turquoise stones are a symbol of protection, a blessing from the divine and a connection to the spirit world. Finally, Kaitlyn's hair is styled in a bun called Tsosie. Worn at the center of her head, the placement is unique to a woman. The strings hanging from her bun represent the sunbeams as well. Her bun helps to keep the mind straight and positive and holds the wisdom, knowledge, and memories of her ancestors. The outfit, which she wears with pride, is not only a symbol of beauty, but of strength, wisdom, and deep spiritual connection. It reflects a powerful tradition that has endured through generations and encourages her to walk in beauty always.
Yeah. I stand before you today as a strong, young Dene woman who understands the importance of representation, identity, and the power of community. Growing up, I went to school on the Navajo Nation in Shipwreck, New Mexico, where we had half a day of Navajo immersion classes, where I was able to immerse myself and learn about my culture and my language. After moving to the Valley in 6th grade, I had a huge culture shock that followed me through middle school, until high school, and even until the first year of college. In 2022, I graduated from Mountain View High School, where I had over 900 plus graduating students, about 20 of which being Indigenous students. At this school, I felt very disconnected to our Indigenous community on campus, and I felt that we didn't have a strong Native American education program and resources to be able to learn our culture and our language. Because of this, I chose the platform of empowering Indigenous students through cultural resiliency and education. When we look forward to the future, it's crucial that we not only advocate for ourselves, but inspire others. When we inspire others, we inspire the future generation of Indigenous scholars to be the doctors, engineers, filmmakers, designers, and teachers that our communities desperately need. Our success in these spaces isn't just a personal victory, it's a victory for our entire community. By doing this, we are strengthening our cultural resilience and teaching others that we are still here. Thank you so much, and I hope that you'll have a good time. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous. But it's okay. As Indigenous individuals, standing up for ourselves isn't just a right, but it's a responsibility to be able to make sure that the future generation of Indigenous students don't face the same struggles that we have endured. Being of a small percentage of Native American athletes in high school, as Miss Native MCC's first attendant, our first event as a royalty court was attending our alma mater, which is Mountain View High School. At this event, we were able to advocate for our own Indigenous students on campus and Native women athletes. By doing this, I was able to take the responsibility of being an advocate for all Native students on both teams, and being an older sister, I hope that I showing my younger sisters that by being on this stage and being in these spaces, we are still here and that we are able to empower each other. And it's crucial that we not only do that, but we do it with resilience and education. And yeah.
All right, wonderful. Thank you, Kaitlyn. And next up, we have Adriana Pete. Adriana Pete is wearing a beautiful handmade traditional rug dress crafted by her great-grandmother, Sarah Johnson. This special dress is part of a 7-piece set that was lovingly created for 7 granddaughters. A set that also includes her mother, Natalia Pete. The dress features a black base color with vibrant blue and red designs woven across the top of the bottom of the dress, making it not only a treasured family piece, but also a striking representation of artistry and tradition. To complement her rug dress, Adriana is wearing a stunning squash blossom necklace, a cherished gift from her Nolly, Sarah Hubble. The set also includes matching earrings, bracelet, and rings, all gifted to her by her Nolly. On her feet, Adriana is wearing wrapped moccasins known as in Navajo as Kitsai, which were also lovingly gifted from her Nolly, Sarah Hubble. And to complete her look, Adriana is wearing a tsigil, the traditional Navajo hairband, which holds deep cultural significance. The tsigil represents strength, beauty, and a connection to family, ancestors, and identity for both men and women. Every piece Adriana wears this morning tells a story of family tradition and a love passed down through generations.
Yeah, thank you. When first thinking about my platform, I wanted to think about my own major. I'm currently going for my master's in early education, and I received my bachelor's in elementary education during the fall of 2024. So I wanted to relate it back to my passions or what I'm going through in the workforce. I work a lot with Indigenous educators and Indigenous students, and I feel that I wanted to base my platform on my interconnectedness with this group of people. So I want to make sure that there is a lot of more representation within the curriculum that we have presented here in the Arizona schools. I see that through the education system that I have gone through, I didn't necessarily see, I saw the good, the bad, and the ugly through many different resources, textbooks, but I want to be sure that I am recognizing the goodness and beauty through our traditions, our songs, our dances. And there has been many educators that have brought me here today, and I don't think I would be standing here without them. I have 2 wonderful educators that have raised me in the Diné way, and I'm so proud to be here. And I want to highlight all the Indigenous educators that we have already here at the Arizona State University. Not only that, I want to highlight on the cultural spaces that we have provided here at ASU, such as ARSSS, OAII, American Indian Initiatives, and the Labriola space. In these spaces, there was advocates that came forward for Indigenous students to bring these spaces to Arizona State University. And I have gone to thrive in these places. I got through homesickness, through having a sense of community, but not only that, I was able to rise above my expectations of even myself. So I stand before you here, and I want to say that you're doing a good job, but not only that, that yourself is your biggest hater, if you want to think about it like that, and that your educators, your professors, and your parents
are there for you through wherever you're going. And thank you for giving me this chance to speak on my own, let's say, my own passions and my goals. And thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Yeah, also.
Thank you, Shepard. All right, next up we have Monica Yazzie. Wonderful. Monica is wearing her grandmother's sash and turquoise belt alongside her bracelets and black scarf. She represents all of the people she's met along the way to embody her image and gratefulness physically. Starting from the top to bottom, Laura Lynn is wearing earrings that were made by Emily at City. Her cedar bead necklace and turquoise rings are from her father's side. Her beaded bracelet and turquoise pendant is from Marie Nelson and her family. She is wearing a black sleeve top with lace in the front. On her right side, she is wearing her Masani scarf tucked into her sash and turquoise belt from her grandmother. Her black skirt with rose designs was created by Tonana Ben. And finally, her red moccasins with sheepskin wrap was made by her grandfather, John Trujillo.
Thank you for that, Loves. I'm here representing my whole family and the community that has brought me here today. I am wearing a lot of things that were given to me, that were gifted to me, and I'm very grateful. My reign is to rematriate our ideologies and practices towards decolonization. The theme this year is Voices of Tradition. More specifically, the restoration of ideologies and principles that are in our stories and our oral traditions. My first year here at Arizona State, I realized that I live in a Western and Indigenous world, a neo-colonial world. I've learned that there is individualism in westernized ideologies, and there's community in the indigenous perspective ideologies. The Western is all about, I need to do this for myself, I need to create a future for myself, which are all good, and the indigenous perspective is, I have my people right by me. We always introduce ourselves, not by saying our name first, but by acknowledging our ancestors and relatives. Yá'át'ééh, hello my ancestors and relatives, because I know that I'm not alone on this stage, because there are ancestors that come before me, family that will come after me, and family who is around me right now, who is praying for me, for my resiliency. I want to encourage that the youth is more passionate than ever in their voices and justice, as well as their democracy and voting rights in this current administration we're in. We need more participation from the youth in our rallies, in our campaigns. I'm currently making a campaign about the Native American Voting Rights Act to advocate for more polling systems, more transportation to the polling systems with our elders, because they live probably an hour or more than that from the nearest city. That campaign is what I believe in, because I want equal opportunities for every student. And that only happens if we speak on the injustices we are faced with every day. I've met so many passionate people here at Arizona State University. I've immersed myself in their passions and asked about their stories. They're all extremists in something. I'm an extremist in empathy. Thank you.
Next up, we have Deshaun Delguy. Today, Today, Deshawn wears a modern traditional Navajo men's outfit inspired by the United States Army. Deshawn wears Navajo moccasins. The sole of the moccasins represents Father Sky, and the red part of the moccasin symbolizes Mother Earth. Next, Deshawn wears black dress slacks to symbolize the color black in the U.S. Army, which means defense, determination, and consistency. For his top, he wears a modern traditional velvet shirt, highlighting the colors of green to connect to nature, along with gold, which represents achievement and high honor. Around his waist is a silver and turquoise concho belt given to him by his sister. Deshawn has chosen to wear jewelry gifted by his family members. His turquoise necklace were gifted to him by his older sister, Brooke Morin, along with other unique turquoise, silver, and white shell necklace gifted to him by his late maternal grandfather. He wears a bow guard on his left wrist as protection for his arm, representing what his ancestors wore when he was using a bow and arrow. On his right wrist, he wears a bracelet worn by his maternal grandfather. It is green and yellow with spread stripes for the Vietnam War, in which Deshawn's grandfather served. Finally, Deshawn wears a traditional headband tie around his neck on the right side to significant his Dene heritage.
Hello, everybody again. For this Indigenous pageant, I am running to advocate for our Native American veterans. I am advocating for our Native American veterans because it was in honor of my late grandfather, Sadiyah Yazzie. He was a Vietnam War veteran and served 2 years in the U.S. Army. He was everything to me growing up. He was my stone. He was everything. He was a strong mental being. He taught me everything I need to know about being an Indigenous man. He taught me all my clans and gave me my Navajo name. He was everything to me, and with that, I honor this pageant to him. The one thing my grandfather always told me, he was a very respectful man. He taught me the rights and the wrongs, but he never yelled at me. He told me, I hope you don't join the military. I always wondered why. I was very curious as to why. Approximately 24,000 Native Americans are deployed to this day. And of that, roughly 2%, that's 2% of the population, the US population. And the Vietnam War, 30% suffer from PTSD. Because of that, I want to help support our Native American veterans who are going through their changes coming back home. Because I was once told by my brother-in-law, Clay Morin, he told me that when veterans go off, their life takes a pause and the world around them seems to keep going. But when they come back, they have to adjust to the changes. And with that, that can also be referring to their cultural identity. And PTSD is one thing that my grandfather suffered tremendously with. I heard he had dreams, and he told me stories, and to me, I'll keep that to myself, but yeah, he told me some stories about what happened overseas, and I think I was probably one of the only ones he ever told, so that's why I understand where he came from. And with that, with my platform, if I were selected as Mr. Indigenous ASU, I want to provide that help and support for our Native American veterans and their families. I would vie to just give them hope, especially in the circumstances we're dealing with today. They deserve the high honor because of what they're going through. They have the courage and the strength to do what some of us can't or don't want to do. And so, if I were selected as Mr. Indigenous ASU, I want to just hear the stories like I would hear my grandfather's. I want to hear their stories and provide the best of my ability, my support. And if I can't fight abroad, overseas, I want to fight for them here. And so with that, to all my Native Americans who are in attendance, our Native American veterans, Welcome home. Ihera.
Thank you, Deshawn. That is touching. All right, the next person we have coming up is Logan Logg. On this beautiful morning, Logan proudly wears traditional Navajo attire that reflects the resilience, strength, and heritage of the Dene people. He wears moccasins grounding him to the earth and the footsteps of those who came before him. His khaki pants represent a modern adaptation of tradition, honoring how culture evolves while staying rooted in identity. His red velvet shirt pays tribute to classic Dene attire, with the color red symbolizing life, protection, and spiritual strength. Around his neck, Logan wears a turquoise necklace, a sacred stone that offers protection and allows the holy deities to recognize him. On his wrist, a bow guard, once used for protection in battle, now represents inner strength and resilience. His concho, built a gift from his mother, is a professional emblem of love, tradition, and the strength passed down through generations. Draped across his shoulder is a Pendleton blanket, symbolizing honor and identity. Logan carries a bow and arrow and wears a warrior cap, crafted by Navajo medicine man Steve Darden. Together, they represent his connection to the Navajo twin warriors, legendary figures who embody courage, protection, and spiritual purpose. Through this sacred identity, Logan walks not only as himself, but as a living reflection of warrior strength, ancestral legacy, and sacred responsibility. Each item he wears tells a story, not only of tradition, but of identity, protection, and deep cultural pride. As he walks, Logan carries the teachings of his ancestors and honors the sacred role of the warrior with humility, strength, and reverence.
Yeah. Yá'át'ééh, everybody. Once again, my name is Logan Logg, and my platform today is encouraging grace and responsibility. In today's day and age, many of us are affected by generational trauma one way or another, and that can take various effects, whether it be educational barriers, health disparities, and among other things. It's with this generational trauma that I always remember the three pillars of my life: my yinishyé, my shoutout, my shama. And it's the sacrifice of these three people that I'm able to stand amongst you all and to speak to you all today. And it's with great humility and gratitude of their sacrifices that I take a great pride in how I carry myself, because I am a representation of them. When I think of these three, I always remind myself to walk in grace. Growing up, I grew up in a traditional household, and I attended ceremonies. Despite this, I did not know my language too well. And for a while, I thought someone would eventually teach me, but no one ever did. And for a while, I was honestly ashamed because I come from a traditional family and I carried a pride of being a Navajo twin. But despite this, I eventually gave myself grace and realized that I'm human. I have my own flaws just like everybody else. And it's with this grace and humility that I took that responsibility to learn my language and my culture upon myself because no one else will. So last fall, I wrote a beginning Navajo 1 with Tonana Brigade Krupa. And it's with her classes that I'm able to learn the language. And I'm still taking the classes today, and I plan to until I graduate. And not only that, my mentor who crafted this warrior cap, Steve Darden, is a medicine man, and I'm helping him out with ceremonies so I can learn the songs and the stories of my Navajo people. And while this is my story, this platform applies to everybody. Take this very campus for example. Here at Arizona State University, Native Americans only make 1% of the entire student body. And for many of these students, they're the first in their families to leave home and be in pursuit of a degree. And oftentimes, these students are the only Indigenous students within their classrooms. So these factors alone can weigh down on these students. It can be overwhelming. And to these students, I say, it's okay to not have the perfect semester. It's okay to fail a class. It's okay to change your major, because that's a part of life. You're going to stumble. and life isn't always going to go according to plan. So give yourself grace, because your ancestors would be proud that you're even striving for a degree today. And so it's your responsibility to honor their legacy in the best way possible. I was taught the most powerful thing in the world is your mind. So if you shift your mindset toward a compassionate one, not only for yourself but for others, it will bring a peace within your life that can radiate outwards to other people. And so by being more kind, more gentle, more compassionate, you'll invite others to do the same. And as a result, people will be more kind to each other. They'll open doors for one another. And they'll even say more, use their manners and say thank you a whole lot more. And it's these simple pleasures in life, these simple things in life that can change someone's day, even someone's life. In today's day and age, we're all affected by different injustices, whether it be missing and murdered Indigenous women, the erasure of DI efforts and national policy, or even the generational trauma that still affects our people today. We're all affected somehow. And it's with that, I want to encourage my platform to really emphasize that we're all people and that we all need to give each other grace and kindness. Because this platform is about how we make others feel. It's about the impact that we leave on this world. And so with that, I would implement my platform and bring it to life by embracing and hosting events that embrace the essence of community. Because a true community isn't a place, it's a feeling. And so one of the events I would love to hold is just hold more talking service to the students that may be struggling here at Arizona State University. Because I want to give them the love and support that they may feel when they're back at home during the ceremony. And make them feel the love that they are missing. And not only that, I also want to hold a run or a group hike, essentially inviting all demographics. Whether you want to run to better your health, whether you want to run to learn the roots, the cultural roots that are tied to running, or even to just feel the essence of a community. That's what this platform is about. This platform is about making others feel good and feel welcome. Because with this grace, it's important to give each other's grace when it's most needed. And it's important to take the responsibility on the impact that we leave in this world. And with that, I would like to leave you all with this quote from the late great Maya Angelou. People will forget what you said, people forget what you do, but they will never forget how you made them feel. Thank you.
Wow, that was magnificent. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to go. Ready to get out there. All right, and that concludes our traditional attire and oral platform. Thank you guys very much. You're doing a wonderful job today. And thank you, audience, as well. Your participation and being here is well appreciated. And now for the next portion. Judges, when you have a moment, please send your scorecard to the left. Thank you. Sapo. Aloha. Konnichiwa. All right. Traditional talent presentation. Next, the traditional talent category allows us to showcase the unique talents of this year's contestants. This segment is an opportunity for them to express their culture and teaching through song, dance, storytelling, and art. All right, Tonana Ben will be up first. For Tonona's talent presentation, she will be singing a song with her drum and dene. Singing is one of the most original forms of entertainment, but is also a vital key in traditional ceremonies. She would like to show her appreciation for her Navajo culture and language through singing with her water drum. Everybody, if we could just give her a round of applause.
Yeah. Hello everyone. So for today my talent presentation, I will be singing a song in my Navajo language with my drum. This is typically a drum that we use for our Navajo song and dances when we dance clockwise, and it's more common. It mimics our ceremony squaw dance, so this is typically the drums that we use. So there's water in here. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's water in here. And I chose to sing today because as Indigenous peoples, I feel that our singing is so universal. We use it to tell our stories, to pass down traditions. We use it in our sacred ceremonies, and of course we use it for pure entertainment as well. And it connects to me because when I was growing up in my coming of age ceremony known as Kiniltha, I had to stay awake throughout the night in our traditional home, the Hogan, and I had a medicine man sing songs over me throughout the whole entire night. These songs stuck with me today, and they made me the woman that I am today. They made me a proud Navajo woman, being able to embrace my culture as well. And I'd like to dedicate this song to Shamasana, my maternal grandmother. She was not able to see me participate in pageants. She was not able to be on this earth long enough, so I know that she would have appreciated me embracing my culture a lot more and being able to sing in Navajo. So, thank you. Yeah. I gotta make sure it's tuned up first.
Wonderful, thank you so much. I loved hearing that. And there was water in that drum, I could hear it from here. All right, and so next up with her talent is Kaitlyn Yazzie. This dance has been modified to respect the actual sorry about that. All right, this dance has been modified to respect the actual religious songs and dances that are part of the Great Mountain Way ceremony, which is held in the fall and winter solstice. This dance and ceremony itself is an act of resiliency. The purpose of this dance is to help as an ailment to cure any individual who is ill or who may need spiritual healing. The dance is by far the most dynamic at public displays. The colors of the ribbons used In this dance are white, turquoise, yellow, black, and red, which represent the seasons, stages of life, and the 6 directions. Again, this is a modified style of performing to respect the actual songs and dances used in sacred religious ceremonies.
Hello again. This is my little sister, Sadiyah Yazzie. She's number 4 out of the 6. And this is a dance choreographed by our great-grandparents. It's meant as a duo, so I'm going to be doing it as a duo, ode to our great-grandparents.
One moment, please. Next, we have Adriana Peets. Adriana will be singing a Navajo traditional song called Shinasha, version by Red Miller Cody. Better be careful, might be singing along over here. Okay? If I hear you out, just stand up and start singing like karaoke.
You know I like that karaoke. All right. Hello. Testing. All right. Hello everybody again. I chose the song Shinasha by Renella Cody, or her version of the song, because it aligns a lot with the pageant's theme of Voices of Tradition. I have heard this song so many times, and it honestly sometimes we forget the historical impact of this song. This is our Diné freedom song, as we were singing as we came back from Bosco Redondo, New Mexico, where we were imprisoned for 4 years. So this is a good reminder of how far our ancestors have come to see where we are today.
Immersed in the arts and has grown to share that inspiration towards others and give back to her community. She will be playing Prelude No. 1 in G major and Adagio in G by Johann Sebastian Bach. Hit it, Laura Lynn. Call up. Deshawn. Today, Deshawn will be covering a song by Shantae, Standing Rock, with a twist in lyrics in honor of his late grandfather, who sang round dance songs to him when he was younger. He will be using an elk hide drum framed by cedar wood. The diamond willow tree drumstick with a leather head was provided by his brother-in-law, Clay Morin. The drum is used in social songs and in prayers.
My dear Grandpa, thank you for always being there for me when I needed you. You were my bestest friend. Well, oh yeah. I don't know where I'd be, who I'd be if it weren't for you. I love you. Thank you for always being there for me when I needed you. You were my bestest friend. Way-oh, hi-ya-hey-hey-hey. Oh, yeah. I don't know where I'd be, who I'd be if it weren't for you. I thank you. Way-oh, way-ya-hey-yo. Way-ya-hey-ay. Way-oh, oh, way-how. Way-ya-hey-ay. Way-oh, oh, way-how. Way-oh, oh, way-how, way-how. Way-oh, hi-ya-hey-hey-hey. Way-oh, hi-ya-hey-hey-hey. Oh, yeah. Way-ya-hey-ay. Way-oh, hey-ay, ya-hey-ya-hey-hey-hey. Way-oh, oh, way-how, yeah. Way-oh, way-ya-hey-hey-yo. My dear Grandpa, thank you for always being there for me when I needed you. You were my bestest friend. Way-oh, hi-ya-hey-hey-hey. Oh, yeah. I don't know where I'd be, who I'd be if it weren't for you. I miss you. Way-oh, way-ya-hey-hey-yo. Yeah.
Thank you, very touching. All right, and so for our very last of the talent portion, I'd like to call up Logan Logg. Logan is a dedicated representative of the Tonana people. He shares the sacred tradition of running, a practice that bears profound cultural, spiritual, and personal significance in the Navajo culture due to his talent. Running is not merely a physical activity for the Tonana. It is a form of prayer that is performed in motion. It is a method of greeting the holy people, preparing for the challenges of life, and fostering mental, physical, and spiritual fortitude. Traditionally, young Navajo males run toward the east at sunrise, not only to fortify their bodies, but also to invoke the blessings of the day. Logan pays tribute to his ancestors, his reconnection journey, and the path he continues to pursue with purpose, grace, and intention through this presentation.
Hey everybody, my name is Logan Logg once again. I know what you all must be thinking. He's just running. It's not a performance. But I want to lie you all with that. A talent is a gift. And some are born with more gifts than others. For my peers, some have the voice, are blessed with the gift of a voice. Voices like Beyonce, so they can uplift and heal people. But for me, the gift that I cherish the most is the gift of an able body. The gift to be able to walk up and down these steps without any physical limitations. And it's with that gratitude, which is why I hold running so dearest to me. Because I remember and always think about those who can't run. There are some people who are born without legs, and there are some people who are born with disabilities, so they can't run. And so it's with these people that I remember, when I run, I'm running for them. Each step is a prayer and a blessing. One right step is a prayer, and the left is a blessing. And wherever you go, you're leaving a prayer and a blessing amongst your path. And you're leading the path for others to also follow behind you. And so with that, that is why running to me is so sacred. And not only is it sacred to me, it's sacred to the Navajo people as a whole. In our kanata and our ceremonies, we run in the east. Not only for strength, but also for prayer. Because we all want to have a good life and have good blessings and good opportunity amongst us all. And so that's why running is important to me. And as you see here, if you've been paying attention, on this path, this is a trail path. And on this path, there are its own curves and inclines and declines. And it's unpredictable, you never know. And that's the thing, which is why I love running. Because it's an unpredictability that represents life. You never know when you're gonna hit an incline, or whenever you're gonna reach a decline, or whenever you're gonna have to use or take a turn. And so with this, running gives you a cheat code to life and gives you almost like a plan and an outlook of how life is. And here on the stage, I have various tools that you can use running. Here is a trail running shoe. And this trail running shoe is typically used for this trail because sometimes it's rocky and it can be steep sometimes. And using this shoe, a road running shoe, which is more flat, is not ideal because you're more likely to slip. However, this is more ideal when you use it on a smooth surface. And with this running shoe, you can go more faster. But with the trail shoe, you can't go as fast. And that's okay, because in life, you're gonna feel you're gonna go at different paces. Sometimes you feel like you're not progressing as fast, but sometimes you might feel like you're breezing through life like crazy. And so it's with that, I find the blessing in running. And not only that, sometimes when you're running, you might come across a trail that's too steep or too rocky, and it can be too tough. And so this here is a trekking stick. And this trekking stick is used to help you with that support and to help you go through a path that's too steep. And this is the same thing with life. Sometimes it can just be too hard for us, and there's nothing wrong with getting that extra support. And so with that, I would like to leave you all with a demonstration. And this is how you follow it. You take one right foot and one left foot in front of the other, and you swing your arms. And this is going to be useful, especially your younger kids, to how to book it. And so this is how I see running. Running is a gift. And this is my tradition. It's my prayer. Yeah.
Wonderful, thank you, Logan. Yeah, I was looking at that path, and I was like, I don't know. Thank you. All right, judges, as a reminder, please send your scorecard to the left. Thank you. Those are all wonderful talents. Amazing. Thank you for sharing those with us. It takes a lot of courage to get up stage and sing, play music, run, all of the talents you saw here today. So thank you so very much for sharing those with us, and I know what that's like. All right, and so our next portion is the impromptu question. Get ready. Yeah, not that hard, yes. And then thank you, Miss Monica. She's going to be delivering the questions. Moving into our final category, the impromptu question. Leadership requires quick thinking and the ability to share one's thoughts under pressure. This next segment, each contestant will draw a random question and have 2 minutes to answer. These questions will test their knowledge, values, and perspectives on important issues within our Indigenous communities. Tonana Ben. Drum roll. All right, thank you. The question is, what do you believe makes Indigenous pageants different from other pageants?
Thank you for that question. I believe what differs Indigenous pageants from other pageants is our culture. As Indigenous people, we hold our self-identity to high accountability. We have to factor in our languages, our way of life, our cultures, our traditions, and our values in our pageants. It's not just a beauty contest for us, but it's a test of our mental ability to be able to account for our traditions. It's our knowledge of our culture, and it's also being able to know our language. And if we're still learning, it makes a great opportunity for those who are not too familiar with their culture yet. It gives them an opportunity to learn a little bit more about it as well for our Indigenous pageants. Our Indigenous pageants are held to a high accountability amongst our tribal nations. Our tribal ambassadors are seen to a high expectation to lead with authority, with compassion, and with strength as well. For the beautiful young ladies, or for young men example for here today, they hold themselves to a high standard for our Indigenous relatives. They're the leaders, and they're the ones that our younger generations look to for Indigenous ambassadors. They're the representation that we need to see amongst all of us because we make such a small demographic. What I believe makes Indigenous pageants different from regular pageants is our culture, our values, our tradition, and our knowledge. That is what I believe makes Indigenous pageants different from regular pageants. Yeah, thank you.
Alright, snap. Miss Kaitlyn Yazzie, we would like to call you up for the next question. And the question is, what plans do you have to impact our Indigenous youth in the importance of higher education?
So, like my talent was, being able to teach our Indigenous youth through our culture and resilience and education by teaching my sister how to dance this dance is an act of education and with our culture inside of it. So some plans that I have is to go back to Mesa Public Schools where I went and teach them certain traditional values and like sewing. I'm a fashion designer, so I go over there, teach them how to sew a skirt, or invite other people from other tribes to come and teach the cultures that are represented at those schools. Have them come and teach how to do certain things in our culture, like make hair ties, make ribbon skirts, or bead, and making sure that the younger generation of Indigenous students have that culture and ability to be able to learn their culture at their schools, just like I did when I was younger. Yeah.
Thank you very much. All right, wonderful. Our next question will be going to Adriana Pete. Okay, thank you, Ms. Yazzie. Okay, and Adriana, how do you actively participate in keeping cultural traditions alive?
Within my own life, or actually, thank you so much for the question. Within my own life, how I like to keep cultural and tradition alive, I like to wear my regalia wherever I go. You can always catch me with a pair of earrings or a representation of myself wherever I go, in my car, whenever I talk to people. But more importantly, relating that back to my place in the workplace, I work for American Indian Student Support Services as a CSU assistant at the Polytechnic campus. And I would see that I am a huge impact with leading in different platforms, but also with incorporating different workshops. I'm an educator at heart, and I like to do this through storytelling for non-Indigenous students. They're in complete awe of our culture and tradition, and they are wanting to learn, not just from Indigenous students, but also non-Indigenous students. And they are wanting to learn about the different cultural aspects, what we wear, how we talk, and different ways that we present ourselves. Yeah.
Thank you, Adriana. Next, we have Laura Lynn, who will be drawing our next question. Thank you. How will your experience as Miss Indigenous ASU help you take the next step towards your educational or professional goals?
If I am elected as Miss ASU 2025 to 2026, the title, I will hold gratefulness that I have the title, the ability to have the voice to speak out for individuals that probably don't have the confidence enough to say the injustices they see. I used to be really shy as a kid, and putting myself out there, I became more confident in myself and my ideologies. As a professional goal of mine, I want to be a film director, screenwriter, that talks about Native American traditions, but also bringing a Western sense to it. So making those films is different from oral traditional storytelling. Because we live in a fast-paced society, we have learned to consume more media than the average person. Rather than reading a book, we feel like disoriented. With my films, they're more visually orienting. As a kid, I was always oriented with my environment, and it encouraged me to pursue this major. I used to be a creative writing major, but I noticed that I'm really good at storytelling, and I was specific. I listen to different students, and I see their stories within themselves, and I want to pursue that. I want to showcase everybody's story, because I believe that everybody here is willing to, or not willing to, sorry. Everybody here has a story to tell and lessons to teach. As an educational goal I have is to implement workshops as Miss ASU. Having a title and a reign will give me more purpose in my speaking. It allows me to my educational probably goals would be to impact the community with workshops, as well as learning specific books that we were reading. I recently read Braiding Sweetgrass by Kimmerer, and she changes my ideologies, my perspective in how I produce or interpret media. She read the Sky Woman story as a secondary source. She said, we should take the Sky Woman story, or any stories, not as artifact, but as lessons for the future, but as instructions for the future. And I plan to do that. Thank you. Yá'át'ééh.
Thank you, Logan. Thank you so very much for sharing that with us. Sean will be selecting the next question for our contestants. Wonderful. I am enjoying these questions. They're thorough and really letting us know who our contestants are today. So Deshawn, what current events are you following closely and why?
So, what current events I'm following closely and why is the circumstances our Native Americans are facing today. The flags being taken down and not being represented for our Native tribes here in Arizona. I am following very closely to our Native American veterans whose history is practically being rewritten. And I don't like that. I want to stand for our Native American veterans. Like today, I would have ran in the Pat Tillman run right down there, but today was a very special day for me. And so I would just these events that are occurring in our nation is just sometimes a little disrespectful. We feel it. Everybody feels it here. And I am one person, if I were to be elected as Mr. Indigenous ASU, I would not stand for that. I would support my Native American heritage and my people where I come from and our Native American heroes. Yeah.
All right, next we have Logan. I'll take the other question. All right, so Logan, what is the most important thing we should teach Indigenous youth today?
Thank you so much for that question. The most important thing I feel like we should teach our Indigenous youth today is just to be good people in general, because this will have a ripple effect on how they, carry themselves when they move out into this world. I want to have youth that are proud to be Native Americans and proud to be the sons and daughters of whoever parents that they are and of their ancestors. Because with this gratitude, they can be more humble and they can embody the platform that I am currently trying to embrace, which is encouraging grace and responsibility. And so with that, once they learn just the basics of life and just to be good people, it almost seems like everyone else can, just be good to each other. And I feel like, in my opinion, that is what is missing in today's world. From what I've observed in the youth when volunteering to be a basketball coach, I see a lot of youth today that are disgraceful to their parents, or they're disrespectful to them. They talk back a lot. They don't acknowledge, who they come from and where they come from. And they almost, are so easy to just be disrespectful in general. And I feel like because our youth will be our future leaders today, it's important that we nurture them and that we, set a good example for them and to teach them to be good people as a whole. Yeah.
Thank you so much for answering the question. So even though we are choosing only one Mr. Indigenous ASU and one Miss Indigenous ASU, I want to thank all of you for coming up here, sharing your platform, and knowing that even though if you're not selected, that you will be out in our community leading our Indigenous people. You are the young ones coming up. So that fire, that passion, I can't wait to see it. All right, so as our judges finalize their scores, please enjoy this 10-minute break in our program. Like I said before, it is such bravery to come up here, and I want to thank our royal court of this year. They have been tremendous help to me as I was working here at AISS as the elder in residence. That was given up halfway through the year, just for other reasons, but working and watching and encouraging our youth here, our young men and women in the court. You guys have been incredible. You guys have been present in the capital letters, present. I have seen you in the community. I have seen and know the work you're doing. I know the work you're working with the community, with our brothers and sisters from all tribes, not just in the, even though there's a lot of Navajos here today, but all tribes. You're representing your tribe, your culture, and you are out there in the community making things happen. And that's what we love to see, right? All right, as we prepare to welcome our new title holders, let's take a moment to honor our outgoing Mr. and Miss Indigenous ASU Royalty Court. If you could please join me in welcoming our outgoing Indigenous ASU Court as they share their farewell speeches.
Yá'át'ééh shikado shidana sha'ééh. Nanash deja touchy initially, do hug obashishteen. Tama hidash che do to the gushadashanale. Monica Yazzie Genshia. Sha'ééh tehotso det nasha. Auto Arizona State University to yinishyé. Counseling and Applied Psychological Science while yinishyé. Miss Indigenous ASU nakidimir doba ana din di do nakidimir doba ana dina shlan. Shimasane A Mary Tombolia do Shiche A Herman Tombolia. Chanela Eston A Loretta Smith Willia do Chanela Hostin A Ricky Yazzie Willia. Agot ego dinast and inishlan. It has been such an honor to serve as your 2024-2025 Miss Indigenous ASU. This title has meant everything to me. I knew seeing our former Miss out in the community, such as Chante and Hannah and Lourdes Pereira, that I wanted to vie for this title when I came to ASU. And it has been such a blessing in my life. I am reminded of what my purpose is on this earth in advocating for not just Native people, but people who are experiencing genocide across the earth. It is important that you guys as Native people stand up for others as well, not just us, teaching how others can be allies to our communities, but also in our communities, teaching how we can foster allyship and teach allyship to others who are experiencing oppression and genocide. I am so thankful to have my court beside me. Eli has been such a tremendous help throughout this reign and planning this pageant, and I appreciate the work that Cordero and Randy have put in. It truly is not easy to get up here. The nerves, they are through the roof. I remember last year being very nervous, but I want to thank the community and everybody who welcomed me with open arms when I was crowned, and I can't wait to see what our next court accomplishes. Yá'át'ééh. Thank you so much.
Dios amchi anevo naporandi teak and napolas casnado teak and napoyaki. I'm just so privileged that I had this opportunity. If you had asked me when I first came to ASU if I would be up here or on this court, I wouldn't have believed it. I was so shy at the time. I'm still a little quiet. They tell me to speak up on the mic a lot. But it was just giving me so many opportunities. I've gotten to meet so many people and be out in the community because of this. I've gotten to get in touch more so with my own culture and the culture around me. My platform was revitalizing our cultural heritage through the arts. And it just meant a lot to me to be able to bring that side here to the stage and to the ASU community. I got to go to like flower making workshops, and I wouldn't have done that before in the past, though I saw other women in the community to do that. And just getting to see how much has changed even on campus outside of my own efforts, seeing what the departments have done, hosting beading workshops, ribbon skirt workshops, and seeing how important it is to everyone here today and the contestants as well. And they talk about platforms that get to talk about our heritage. And I'm just very thankful for everyone and the court just being alongside them. And I'm looking forward to seeing what the next court does in the community. Thank you.
Do I really look like that? Yá'át'ééh, shikado shidana, ani nishla. Kapaham bashishi, bit anidashi, aro sanjikene edashnala. Auto Sensa des ASU Nasha in the Ade Hoso de Cash, Auto Arizona State University de Yinishyé, Nasa Bakage, Auto be the Holongi and Kaba Yinishyé, She a Lashua Shepherd Yinishyé, Eli Dashajin, Yá'át'ééh de Nachastinishly. Hello, I know this is the first time that you guys, it's probably the first time for some of you guys who have met me, but my name is Alashua. I was the Mr. Indigenous at ASU for the past year, and it's been a tremendous honor, and it's been an experience to do this. I'm very proud of the work that my court and I did. And just the other day, I was reminiscing about how it's been this past year, and I saw some pictures that were brought up from my phone. They said, "This was you a year ago today." And I was like, oh man. And I was remembering what it was like when I first decided to run, because I was really scared to go up against Cordero. As soon as, like, I remember because we were joking about what I would do if I were to win this title. And when I found out I was running with Cordero, I got scared because I was like, oh no, they got me running against the awesome Jason Momoa. I saw his picture, he's like really buff and built, and I was like, oh man, I'm the skinny Navajo boy, short hair. And to make things worse, he has braids. But yeah, I'm very grateful to have been able to work with Cordero. He's an amazing member of the community, and thank you for all the work that you do. And Randy, I'm very grateful for our friendship, what we have together. I know we're not exactly the closest with each other, but you know, I respect you, and I really do value you as a friend. Thank you for your contributions to this court. And Monica, thank you for all that you've done. I feel like I've learned a lot from you. I really do appreciate our friendship as well, and our relation through the Tsosie clan. So thank you for that. I remember when we first started to run together, you were the one that was like, you were the last straw. You were the one that was like, let's run together, Eli. Because I already had Hannah and Tonana and I think Cadence and a whole bunch of other people that were all telling me, Eli, you should run for this title. But she was the one that really inspired me. She said, if we run together, we can do a lot of good things. And after that, it was on. So we did it, and I'm very grateful for it. I remember my dad, after we won, he was like, you guys are going to do really good things. You can tell she really wanted this title. She really wanted it, he said. So, and I feel like she's proven that, you know, she wanted it, she got it. It's like that Ariana Grande song, and then she's done really amazing things. So thank you for all the work that you do, Monica. And to the incoming court, I want you guys to hear my words. Be kind to one another. Be respectful to one another. Don't get on no chon if you don't get your way, because you have to have an understanding with one another. You guys are a team. You guys represent this school, and make sure you guys, you know, wear that proudly on your chest, but don't be boastful. Remember who you are and remember your people. Go ahead.
Awesome, Jason Momoa. Good guys, I am Jiggy, Cordero Bob Holmes of Amjig, Hikwan Junction, Thornwall, Juvie. Good day, everyone. My name is Cordero Eagle Holmes. I'm from the Hikwan District on the Thornwall Nation, and I'm your outgoing 2024-2025 first attendant, Mr. Indigenous here at ASU. I first want to thank my family. I want to thank my wife. I want to thank my kids for sharing me when I probably should spend a lot more time with them, but being able to take them with me with the things that I'm doing has really been a blessing. I want to thank my mom, I want to thank my aunties, I want to thank my uncles, all my family back there on Tono, Ventina, and I hope, not just in TO, but I hope all of them that I represented the Him Dog proudly, and I've made you proud of me. To the court, it's been amazing. Elijah Woodman, thank you for your vision, for your guidance. Monica, for your softness, for your strength. And for Randy, your authenticity that can't be matched, thank you. This sash has been to Turtle Mountain Community College in Belcourt, North Dakota. It's been at Salish Kootenai College in Montana. It's been at Ojibwe University, in Wisconsin. But it being here and being able to represent ASU like this has made me a better person. And again, as I just shared with all the Indigenous people here, I hope that I've represented you proudly, and you proud of me, because it's been a blessing to be able to carry this sash. Sabo.
Huddle. Okay, break. All right. The moment we've all been waiting for is here. Nay. Places, please. It is time to announce the new Miss and Mr. Indigenous ASU. Our 25.
So, let's get some up. Can't get enough of me. I would like to present to you here our 2025-2026 Mr. Indigenous here at ASU's first attendant. Drum roll. Mr. Deshaun Delgado.
May I present to you your Mr. Indigenous 2025-2026 Logan Logg.
Miss Indigenous at Arizona State University, first attendant 2025 to 2026 is Kaitlyn Yazzie.
Drum roll, please. Our Miss Indigenous ASU 2025-2026 is Tonana Ben.
Congratulations to all of you. Let's give a big round of applause to all of our contestants today. For their dedication and bravery in sharing their culture with us today. We know they will continue to be strong leaders in our community. Thank you all for joining us for this incredible celebration of Indigenous culture, leadership, and excellence. We look forward to seeing you and the impact our newly crowned Miss and Mr. Indigenous ASU will have a year ahead. Please join us in celebrating and congratulating them. You're welcome to request pictures nicely. You can